Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. Week number 2 of the stress series. Week number 2. And as I said last week, we're going to go a little bit deeper every single week for 4 weeks, talking about different things about stress and every aspect about stress and how it applies to relationships. So let's get started. The question slash thought I have for you today is all stress bad stress? Is all stress bad stress? Simple answer is no. But I'm gonna explain a little bit why I feel that way. Now we all know what bad stress is. We all know what bad stress is. It's literally the situations that you really cannot control. And it makes you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, fatigued. You want to just give up in certain things. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's in a relationship. Maybe it's just life in general. Like, you feel exhausted when you think about it. You feel like, not today. Like, you need to go to sleep or you need to take a break from it. But it's there, and it's always going to be there type of situation. But I'm saying it doesn't necessarily have to be. It just depends on how you see things. Now, the one thing that I feel like doesn't get enough shine or doesn't get much attention is good stress. The reason why is because good stress is something that we all know what it is, but we don't really give it much attention due to the fact that it's something we can't control. I've realized through my young years in this world that we don't really emphasize things that we have around us and we see every day. We always emphasize things that are brand new. We emphasize things that are constant in our lives but hurting us. But we don't really emphasize the constant goods in our life. That's what good stress is. That's what you can control. For example, you can control you going to a new event that you're not used to, stepping out of your comfort zone. You can control trying new foods that people have recommended to you. You have the power to do things that you're not really used to, such as maybe skydiving or doing a brand new activity or starting a new job or things of that nature. All of these are good stresses, and these of course have to be things you control. Like, maybe you can't control if you got fired or you start a new position, but you can control the type of job that you want to apply to. You can control the type of foods that you want to eat. You can control the events that you go to, but it might not be something of your norm. That's good stress. It takes you out of a situation where you're calm and collective to a point where you're kind of your heart racing. You feel like, okay, well, I don't know what to expect. It gives you this sense of the unknown, but in a positive way, a positive unknown. But when it comes to bad stress gets so much attention because we know what it is, we know what it feels like, and we cannot seem to run away from it. We can't seem to hide long enough. We can't seem to sleep long enough. We can't seem to drive it away long enough. It always seems to come back. For me, I feel like we have to stop giving attention to bad stress because it's going to be there. We know it's going to be there. But let's balance it out a little bit. Let's even the playing field. Let's add some more good stress in our life so that when the bad stress comes, at least you know it's not going to be as difficult as it once was, where all you were doing was just spending day after day, week, month, year, focusing on the things that you don't have, focusing on the situations that you can't control, focusing on the relationships that you can't seem to get away from. Let's add some positive things in our lives that we can control. Now, when it comes to relationships, I know it's hard to have stress in relationships because those stressors could be something that you really can't control, such as the finances in your relationship, or the way someone decides to treat you, or the way someone tries to love you. Those things can't be controlled because you can't control the other person. But what you can control is communication time. You can control Xing out special occasions, like maybe going out to eat or spending time with each other or doing acts of service or things of that nature. All of those things can be controlled if the both parties are willing to express it and to put it into action. The bad stress that you may have had was finances, that maybe you're not having the job that you really enjoy, or you're not really getting paid enough, or either you or your significant other lost a job. You can't control that. What you can control is focusing on how you can build your finances back. Maybe seeking help from someone, a financial advisor, or maybe cutting back on certain things that you're used to spending. It may be a sacrifice, but it's better than you just thinking about, well, I don't have money to do this. But you can focus on, well, we want to have money for the future, maybe getting a house, or maybe building for your future children, whatever it may be. It's all about balancing things out. And I know it's hard to say that, well, life doesn't always work that way. We always can't just focus on balancing things out, because it may teeter. Bad stress may take over and you may feel overwhelmed. You may have moments of good stress where you're feeling great, and you know you have the bad stress in the back of your mind, but at least you're able to function and move forward. It's all about how you see things. It's all about perspective. Now, I'm not here to say that bad stress is going to be with you forever and you just need to accept it and wallow with that and succumb to the pain of feeling that your situation is never going to change. I'm not trying to say that. But what I am saying is that take the little victories as soon as you can. Take those little moments of happiness as much as you can. Make sure you structure your life to have little wins. The little wins add up. The little wins are special. The little wins can save your life, literally. Because if you continue to just focus on bad stress, if you continue to just allow yourself to fall short of reaching some type of happiness or some type of excitement, then you'll fall into depression. Constance will lead to either positives or negatives. If you're constantly feeling bad about yourself, if you're constantly feeling upset, if you're constantly feeling sad, if you're constantly thinking about negative things, you're going to become a negative person. But if you continue to add a little bit of goodness in your day, if you add a little bit of happiness throughout the week, if you add a little bit of enjoyment that you can savor over to enjoy, then that adds up to good things happening in your life. That adds up to not truly always focusing on the bad stress like you used to, but now you're able to focus on the good stress that will outweigh the conflicting thoughts that you're having due to bad stress. So, to put it plainly, is all stress bad stress? No, all stress is not bad stress. Good stress is there. We have control over good stress, and I feel like good stress should be highlighted more, because bad stress is what we know, good stress is what we can control. Simple as that. Now, put that control into something that you truly enjoy, whatever it may be. As long as it gets you out of that comfort zone of the bad stress, it allows you to be uncomfortable with good stress, your life will be so much better. So, is good stress available to you? Good stress is available, especially in relationships. Good stress is available because now you can focus your time and effort into something that you haven't done before that might make your life a little bit better, rather than focusing on the things that you know that you've tried and you know that you're experiencing right now that you really you don't have any control over. Focus on that. So you're looking at me, you're like, okay, I'm ready to start that journey with the good stress. I'm ready to add more good stress in my life. What should I do? Go ahead and go to my website, Colabcoaching.com. Fill out that relationship checklist. Sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session. You will not be disappointed. In the meantime, follow me on Facebook, Collab Coaching, Instagram, Collab Coaching. All my videos and series on YouTube. Just type in Collab Coaching, like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video that I'm going to have next week. Beautiful. Now, share this with anyone that is struggling with all the bad stress in their lives and they have no way of figuring out that good stress exists, or they can't really realize it because they're just so succumbed with the bad stress. I'm here to help them. Thank you so much for watching. Share. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there.